And it is that time now. So, welcome, welcome, welcome everyone to the virtual hair Zoom. We're so glad that you've joined us because we are so excited to share with you the way for you to save your strands. And we are saving our strands here at Wakana with a system that is second to none. Really assisting us with sharing this message is going to be our resident expert and co-formulator, trichologist extraordinaire. I was getting ready to say Dr. Doris, Doris Mosley. So let me get started with sharing with you information about our company, the industry, a little bit of short information there, and then we'll get into letting our expert take over from there. So, in respect of your time, I'm going to go ahead and get started by sharing my screen. So, give me just a moment. Can you see that, Doris?
Yes.
Awesome. Let's put this in slide presentation there. So guys, my name is Kathy Weathersby. I am the VP of Finance for Wakana. I have hair that is made even more luscious and beautiful with our Saving Our Strands, and I'm a proud sapphire building a business here at Wakana. So we welcome you guests, we welcome distributors, and those hair care professionals that are looking to make a niche in the market with Wakana, the crown jewel of CBD. We are more than a company. We are truly a movement with a vision. We exist to help end the negative stigma that's caused communities around the world to suffer and lose out on the health and the wealth benefits of the cannabis plant. Our mission is to be a catalyst that stirs that movement, inspiring people to confidently move into the legal space as entrepreneurs, formulators, and investors, evoking the courage and strength of people to take back their health, wealth, legacy, and freedom. You see, we were founded by four African American women who put together their shared foundational values and synergistic efforts to create Wakana as the crown jewel of CBD. To your left, you'll see our chief medical officer, our pillar of health, Rita McGuire. Dr. Rita has a 30-year experience as an OB-GYN. She became an expert in cannabis, using it in her medical practice. And as an expert, she was even interviewed by the Illinois legislature as they were reviewing laws on cannabis. Dr. Patricia Van Pelt is our chief financial officer and our wealth pillar. She is a long time evangelist, accountant, as well as third time state senator. She keeps us on point with everything that's going on with cannabis laws and, of course, with wealth building in the industry. Our CEO and visionary of Wakana is Melissa Boston. She's also our legacy pillar. She created her own legacy in her life by retiring from corporate America at the tender age of 33 and a half, moving into the home based business arena, building networks in over 46 countries around the world. Then we have our Chief Sales Officer, Phyllis Nash, our pillar of freedom, lifelong entrepreneur with over 30 years of experience, reaching the VIP status in the companies that she's been associated with. In fact, she is our first diamond, our first double diamond, and we affectionately call her our midwife of Wakana as she helps us to birth all of our possibilities. These ladies' efforts, along with our sales force, has had Wakana create $4 million in cumulative sales. Just know that our flagship product, CBD, is legal. 2014 was the farm bill that generated and protected research into hemp. It did have some restrictions, and under the 2018 Farm Bill, hemp is treated like other agricultural commodities in many ways. And this is important because while there are provisions that heavily regulate hemp, this legislation in 2018 makes hemp a mainstream crop. In fact, because of this, you see the cannabis industry is booming, literally from illegal to now essential. And the CBD revenue alone is already in the billions and slated to go to $20 billion in just a couple years, 2024. Wakana perfectly positions you to not only participate in the $7 billion CBD industry, but the 288 billion weight loss industry, the 3.4 trillion wellness and immune industry, the $20 billion essential oils industry, the $190 billion skincare industry, and what we've come here for today, the hair care industry, which represents $87 billion. So what is CBD? It stands for cannabidiol, which is a naturally occurring compound in industrial hemp. Out of more than 85 different cannabinoids, it's second only to THC, which many people associate with cannabis alone. But unlike THC, CBD is non-psychotropic and produces the health without the high. Now, not all CBD is the same. Wakana products are fully compliant with the State Department of Agriculture regulations and are grown in accordance with Section 7606 of that 2018 Farm Bill I referenced earlier. Our products are full spectrum, grown with organic methods, and are third party tested. So it's a matter of learning and unlearning. See, we're familiar with THC. We know that it has psychoactive effects. It stimulates the pleasure center of the brain, releases higher than normal levels of dopamine, and creates that high, the munchies, marijuana, ganji, right? But CBD is different. It does not have any intoxicating effects. In fact, it stimulates different areas of the brain that regulate pain and perception and anxiety and nausea. Medical applications include anti-inflammatory and pain relief. So take a look at this chart. This is a great way for you to be able to see how many more benefits there are with CBD when you compare it to THC. Across the top, you'll see several of the cannabinoids. We're going to focus on this center column that says CBD. On the left, you'll see those benefits that we talked about. And on the right, you'll see the medical terms for those benefits, right? So if you look here, you'll see that CBD helps to reduce pain and vomiting. No, pain and nausea, excuse me, and then increasing bone growth and reducing the size of tumors, helping with psoriasis, helping to reduce seizures, and being antibacterial by slowing bacterial growth, relieving anxiety, benefiting the nervous system and the arteries, reducing inflammation and reducing muscle spasms, and even helping with psychosis. I mean, just so many benefits. And it's because we have a system in our bodies that is looking for cannabis. It's called the endocannabinoid system, the ECS system. It's a series of receptors throughout our bodies that are looking for cannabis. And when it's introduced in our bodies, it actually brings us back into balance or into homeostasis. Those receptors are in our heart, our eyes, lungs, liver, kidneys, brain, bowels, stomach, skin, and teeth. And these are the products that Wakana has created in order for you to have CBD any way that you prefer. You could have an edible with our gummies or our spices, our water soluble, or our butter. You could have a tincture. Those are the drops that you drop under your tongue. Hold for 60 seconds and have that absorb. You can have a topical like our pain cream or our butters, our body butters, or even our lube. And then there is our wonderful hair care system. In fact, Our products are broken out by those industries that we represent. Our CBD products, our weight loss products, skincare, wellness and immune, our essential oils, and our hair care system. In fact, we deliver quality. We deliver the highest quality CBD infused products and experiences to help you to face the day. These are some of our top CBD products that are lab tested, non GMO, and 100% pure. For your healthy hair, it is designed to help your hair grow longer, stronger, and healthier. You'll see our flagship products here, our hemp powered hair, reducing breakage, thickening edges, promoting healthy hair, and a natural shine. In the edible industry, which is one of the fastest growing segments of the cannabis industry, you see that we have water soluble culinary oil, spices, and vegan butter. Our gummies, oh my goodness, not only are they delicious, but they're effective. All of our gummies can help lower inflammation and improve sleep. And we have some specialized gummies that assist with sex, creativity, stress, and sleep. For sexual wellness, our products are infused with CBD and blended with pure ingredients formulated to create an enhanced experience. With essential oils, you can lift the health inside of your entire environment by diffusing these oils and, of course, by aromatherapy. Now, to get on to talking about our hair care system, and to talk about reversing the epidemic of hair loss, we have our expert trichologist, Doris Mosley. This is a woman with over 46 years of experience in the hair care field. She's a sought after trainer. She's actually the creator and founder of the Spectrum International Beauty Expo in Southern California. And it is my pleasure to call her my friend, Doris Mosley out of LA. Go ahead and take it away, ma'am.
Wow. Thank you, Kathy. Can you hear me?
I can.
Oh, very good. I am just so excited. And I just want to thank the Wakana family for the love, prayers, and support you gave me through my time of just great loss of my sister. And I really appreciate you guys for all that you did. And
We
it's
love you, Doris.
appreciated, very much appreciated. Plant was absolutely adorable. But I'm excited about the SOS system also because what is happening, it is saving our strands. The clients are excited. They love the fragrance. And we're just excited to be a part of it. I'm so glad we have a CEO that listens. And she got that system to us. So Kathy, you can bring my slides up. You have to love your roots because that's where everything began. It begins in the root. And I just want to let you guys know, it doesn't matter whether you're a child, whether you're a boy, girl, man, woman, puppy, wherever there's a follicle, then we want to save those follicles because that's the
Puppies
key
too.
to loving your roots. And I want you guys to know you can trust me because like Cassie said, I've been in this industry for 46 years and I've been a trichologist now for about 8 years. So as a result of healthcare challenges, improper hair, and or hair services, the need for hair replacement and camouflage has quickly become the #1 necessary and requested service in salons everywhere. And that's a problem. We need to know that we got to get back into saving our strands. Alopecia, there are different terms, different alopecia. And alopecia is just strictly the medical term for baldness. This happens when the alopecia areata, it happens when one or more circular bald patches occur and sometimes overlap. Alopecia totalis, this term is used to describe when you experience a complete total baldness of the scalp. And sometimes also their eyelashes and eyebrows are affected. And alopecia universalis, this is a medical condition used to describe the loss of all body hair, including eyebrows, eyelashes, armpits, and more. Wherever there's a follicle, something has gone wrong. Usually that's an autoimmune disease, a deficiency, and those are the three main terms for baldness. Hair loss is big business. Kathy just shared with you how much money is being generated in this industry, and it's estimated now at 3.6 billion. As you can see, it's with a B in 2016. So now we're into 21, and you know it has increased. 1 in 5 Americans are losing their hair. We're in an all-time epidemic, and that is exactly, we're in a pandemic in one aspect and an epidemic in another. Epidemic, we're in an epidemic, hair loss. And a lot of it is coming from the pandemic. We're under a lot of stress. The reason for hair loss? Diet. You are what you eat. You need to check out what's going in the body so you'll know what's coming out of the body. We cannot put junk in and expect good results. Hair loss is connected to our diet also, and also stress. We're living in some stressful times now. Everybody is stressing. It's to the degree in which we handle the stress, but it is definitely one of the main reasons for hair loss. Then you have the medical reason. Medical meaning that something is going on in the body, whether it's chronic, whether it's traumatic, and we're taking a lot of prescription medications. And we're going to try to get you away from that as much as we could, because those are the side effects. Genetic, it could be from mom, it could be from dad, and if it's from both, it's accelerated. Environmental, how are we handling our styles? We'll see some styles that was pictured here in our slides that'll show you that it wasn't good to continue in that down that path. What we're using, example right here, type of hair stress, chronic, someone who's constantly ill, we can definitely know they're taking a lot of medications, and that medication, the side effects. And if you want to know your side effects of your medicine, just look at the slip they send you when they refill your medication. Traumatic, there's trauma all around us. And if you experiencing a trauma, you can end up with hair loss. May not happen right then, but 2 or 3 months down the line, it could be. Braiding, I always think of children too with braiding, but braiding in adults could be from too tight tension. We got to get away from that. It's not necessary. Ponytails, constantly wearing the ponytail in the same style, you can cause tension in that area, and eventually you can cause hair loss. Aggressive brushing and combing, there's nothing wrong with brushing and combing, but it's how you do it, because that's very stimulating to the blood circulation. But we don't want to do it so aggressively that we cause challenges to our scalp. Traction alopecia, perfect example is the picture that is shown here. Someone did not love her, because that just didn't happen overnight. That was progression, and they did not share that with her. She just kept putting on probably hair extensions, and as her hairline moved back, and from the looks of it, she may not ever get her hair back. But with our system, we definitely want to give it a shot. Hair loss does not discriminate. This picture, this young lady here, very familiar looking face. But as you see, another incident where they just kept causing her traction. Traction alopecia is where that hair has been pulled too tight, too much tension, and it's continued to break off, pull out, follicles dying off, and it will not be returned. Once the follicle is gone, that's it. And the hair follicles, there are over 5 million follicles over the entire body. And at least 100,000 of those make it to the head. How you treat them determined. We have hair grows in 3 phases. It's the anagen phase. That's the phase where it's staying for 2 to 6 years. That's the growing phase. That's when it's getting good blood supply. Then we go into the catagen stage. The catagen stage is when it's moving away from the blood supply is starting to diminish, and the hair is starting to transition over to the telogen phase. And we have 5 months about in that catagen stage. And it goes into telogen, which is the fallout, which is natural. But when it becomes telogen and fluvian, that's not natural. That's not normal. It's too much hair loss. Hemp-powered hair stimulates the follicles and promote healthy scalp and hair. The follicles support and nourishes the strand. Loss of follicle means loss of hair. That's why it is so important that we have our hemp-powered hair. I advise all hairstylists to have hemp-powered hair in your salons to make sure your clients get it if needed. And if you think they don't need it, they need it, because you want to get ahead of any hair loss. And when hair is in the telogen stage, that's the natural fallout. But when it gets to be again effluvian, that's excessive, and you want to stop that. And hemp powered hair is an excellent product to get in front of any of that, because most of the time we're in 51% hair loss before we realize it. So that's important to have our hemp powered hair. Wow, what's in it? That's the exciting part. Black seed oil will naturally moisten your scalp, reducing itchy and dryness. A lot of us are dealing with itchy, dry scalp. That's why it's so important that we have our hemp powered hair, because that's what's in it. Black seed oil. Rosemary, it's a natural DHT blocker. Pumpkin seed, and DHT is what really chokes out the nourishment around the follicle and kill off the follicle. Pumpkin seed helps get rid of inflammation. And if you ever heard Dr. Rita, she talks about inflammation and how it is very harmful to the body. And if inflammation is in the scalp, you're going to have some issues with your follicle. MCT, the coconut oil, can help speed hair growth process when combined with other nutrients. Seeing Wakanda did the research on this thing, and they brought in certified oils to formulate together. And I always say it's like a chain. You can't hardly break a chain. So they, one product, one ingredient support the other one. Moringa fight disease and promote good health. You've got to have good health in order to have good results. Baobab provide vitamin C and iron, very important. Iron is for the blood, so we got to have that good blood supply. Peppermint promotes blood circulation. Peppermint in a product is a winner all the time. First of all, it helps promote circulation, and the fragrance from the peppermint just relaxes you. And when it relaxes you, it relaxes your arteries and your veins, and the blood just flow even more so. Cinnamon is a great antioxidant. We got a lot of free radicals just running around in our body uninvited, but we have the cinnamon. The cinnamon helps knock it out. Lemon oil, great antiseptic. When you're dealing with antiseptic, we're cleaning up. We're helping to get rid of stuff. So that's exciting to know that the lemon oil, plus it helps cleanse the strands. It helps cleanse the shaft of the hair. And there's two parts. We have the root and the shaft. The shaft is above, the root is below. So it helps definitely with that. Clove reduces the rate of hair fallout and promotes hair growth. Now, we're going to have some shedding. We know that anywhere from 50 to 100 strands a day, but the clove reduces that, and that's important. While cinnamon oil can make omega-3s, typically omega-3, which can make your hair shinier and stronger, and reduces skin dryness that can often lead to itchy scalp or dandruff. And a lot of time, you guys, dandruff is disguised as improper cleansing of that scalp. So we want to make sure we cleanse properly. That's why we brought in the SOS system. And CBD brings the body back into balance. CBD is one of the keys, because the body need to be in balance in order for this to work properly. Oh my, SOS hair care system. Did I kept saying to Melissa, we need a system, because we have to cleanse, we have to condition, we have to restore, and Melissa listened. And it took a minute, because she wanted to make sure it was right. So we're dealing with our renewing shampoo. And I just want to share a couple of ingredients that's in the renewing shampoo that make it do, as my son say, make it do what it do. And that is the ginger root oil. And it stimulates the hair follicles. Anytime you stimulating the hair follicles or doing anything to support the hair follicles, we know that means the hair is going to stay on the head that much longer. It promotes hair growth. It strengthens the strands and restore the moisture. Now, hair is made of two things. It's made of moisture and protein. So we want to know that we have balance here in our SOS hair system. And it's exciting to know that we have that, and that we can go from hair that we have now that we may not be happy about to hair that we can renew doing our renewing shampoo. Then we have our moisturizing conditioner, which has the organic lavender flower water. It's anti-inflammatory, eliminates itching and dandruff, help keep the production of sebum under control. Now, what is sebum? Sebum is our natural oil that their body secretes. Through each strand, there's a sebaceous gland attached. So that's where the sebum comes in at, that helps keep that hair also moisture and controls it. You don't want to give excessive amount of sebum because then that means it'll weigh down the strands. We don't want that. Then it's Roman chamomile flower water, helps with irritated and sensitive scalp, help with seborrhea sicca, which is your dry dandruff or skin, and seborrhea oleosis, which is the oily one. Now, dandruff is really just an accelerated skin cells, and they end up piling up on the scalp, and we don't eliminate them in a timely manner, and that ends up being disguised as dandruff, but it's really accelerated skin. Then we have our leave-in detangler. Now, this system has truly been a lifesaver for me in the salon and my daughter. We both work together, and we reach for the Wakana SOS. And the detangling conditioner has organic jojoba seed oil. It's a moisturizer. It's rich in vitamins and minerals that nourish hair, including vitamin C, B, and E, copper, and zinc. Prevents hair loss and promotes hair thickness. We all want to look like this young lady on the picture with thick hair. It doesn't have to be curly. We just want thick hair. And it also has black seed oil. Maintains scalp health, seal in moisture, thickens the hair, and relieve itchy scalp. That is so important, you guys, that it ends up relieving itchy scalp, which you don't, if you remember what I said, if you've ever been on a Zoom with us, the follicle is 0.3 centimeters beneath the epidermis. So if you're going to be scratching, digging, and improper handling the scalp, you can be damaging your follicle. Then we have our styling cream. The styling cream is amazing. Now, although it's in a small jar, so what that signal to you? You only need a little bit. You put a little in your hand and emulsify it, rub it together, and put it into the hair. Amazing results. It has organic shea butter, anti-inflammatory properties, provide healing effects without clogging the pores. That's important because skin is the largest organ of elimination. So if you're clogging the pores, that means it's not eliminating properly. So you don't want to do that. And it also has poppy seed oil, high in polyunsaturated fatty acid, providing your scalp and hair with the nutrients that's needed to produce healthy, strong looks. And that is what you're looking for. You're looking for a healthy, strong look. Then we have our oud oil. Oud oil, I don't think was originally a part of the SOS system, but it does such an amazing job that I think we added it. And I'm so excited because we can do hot oil treatments with oud oil. You can use oud oil every day as part of your system. It does not weight the hair down. It does not clog the scalp. So you're really in for a treat when you get the SOS. People who've been ordering the SOS and been contacting me, they love it. And you will too. You will love it also. The clients love it. They love the fragrance. And that's what people go for. They want to know the smell. But in the end, they want to know the results. And we are getting great results. So everybody should get it. And I'm so excited about our beauty bar. Excuse me, guys. Our beauty bar is going to be taking place the third Monday of every month. Now, next Monday, although it's not the third Monday, but I'm going to do a live demonstration on our SOS system. And that live demonstration, I'm going to show you how to properly do a scalp facial with it also, because you have a scalp facial simply exfoliate those dead cells and deep cleanse those pores so we can get in the system and get out the toxic waste. So I'm excited. Every time I see this picture, Kathy, I just know, I just get excited because the beauty bar is where we're going to be discussing different things about what's happening in the salon, the results that we're getting. So you guys be on next Monday. We're doing a live demo. I'll be in the salon sharing with you how to properly shampoo a head of hair, how to properly do a scalp facial to help exfoliate those dead cells off the scalp so our SOS system can do what it was formulated to do.
That is so awesome. I cannot wait to see that scalp facial. I
Yes.
think that that's going to be really, really awesome.
So if you're on here, you guys, make sure if you're not a hairstylist, that you invite your hairstylist to be on next Monday. We're going to demonstrate how to do a proper scalp facial because you get facials, you body wash. So now I'm going to show you how to properly do a scalp facial on your hair, on your scalp.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And let's see if we have any questions. If you guys have any questions, you've got the expert here. So now is the time to ask. Let's see what we got here. Shirley says that you are one of her sheroes and would want to know your email address. Would you mind giving that to the crowd?
I don't mind. It's Doris F. Mosley, Doris F as in Frank, Mosley at hotmail.com.
I'm putting it in the chat, and there you go.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
I did not do that correctly. I just saw that I used a wrong symbol for Mosley at hotmail.com. That's what I get for being so fast.
Yeah, you got it.
All right.
Yes.
Jules says, thank you, Doris. Phenomenal presentation as always.
Thank you. Thank you.
Any questions about the SOS system, how it works, how you can connect your hair care professional with our system? You see that beauty bar is set up to be a way to showcase our products with professionals around the country that are using the products. And that may consist of a demo like Doris is going to do, that may consist of a testimonial or two from those particular highlighted professionals. But what it does is it gives that professional a chance to create a niche for themselves in regard to having exclusive proprietary products. You can only get the SOS system through a Wakana distributor. And so this is an opportunity for your hair care professional to be able to really set themselves apart in the industry.
Exactly. And let's get excited, you guys, because when you can save a person's strands, hair is amazing. And, you know, once that follicle is gone, that's it. So we want to save that follicle. We want to, like Wakana say, we want to love our roots because that's where it all began. And we don't want to lose our follicle by, you know, improper handling the hair or handling the scalp or not using the proper products so we can maintain a healthy scalp. And again, you are what you eat.
Absolutely. And this is perfect for men too, wouldn't you say?
Yes, anyone who has a hair strand, it's for.
You know what I also noticed, Doris, is that men are getting really excited about beards. Beards are back in now.
Yes, that's very
And
popular.
even though back in some day 30, 40 years ago they were using pork chop beards, the pork chop cut. We're seeing that men are really loving to have that full beard, and hemp powered hair has been amazing in restoring or thickening beards, mustaches, even eyebrows and
Mhm.
eyelashes. I've heard that people are really getting some. So, like you said, any place that there's a hair follicle, you can get great results. So, men, women, those that have issues, those that just want to maintain their healthy hair, the SOS hair care system, including hemp powered hair, is absolutely the way to go. Well, Doris, it seems like you did such a good presentation that
That's
people
great.
were just, all their questions got answered and they were blown away.
Very good. We're just I'm
Okay.
waiting for the day when Melissa can report that we are now a household salon home name.
That's right.
That's
Um,
what I'm
so
waiting on. I'm waiting to hear that
he-
from Phyllis. I see she's with us today. I'm waiting to hear that because that is exactly where we're headed, you know.
well, I'm gonna tell you what I've been doing here in Colombia. I just started that a couple weeks ago, going around to different hair salons and asking them, "Do you guys have the Saving Our Strand system?"
Oh, wow, that's great.
Yeah, and then okay, well, I don't know. I'm not sure if I can send you. Can I get your contact information so I can send you some info on that? So let's see. I'm gonna see how that works out. I'm gonna keep doing that and seeing if that works out and getting some attention. We do have a question from Dorothy Harris. She's wanting to know how well would this work on locks? I'm guessing she's saying.
Oh, it does
So
work on, Kathy, you can tell her that. It does work on lots.
it works very well on locks. I love the way it makes my hair feel, and oh my goodness, the smell is awesome. I sit here at my desk a lot of times like, it smells good. She's right about the styling cream. You really just need a little bit, even for this much hair. Now, obviously, a little teeny bit won't do for this much hair, but I'm telling you that I take a small amount and I just go down my locks like this. This is after I have, because I have some of the hemp powered hair in my water bottle. So in the mornings when I get up, I flip my hair over, I am spraying, I massage it into my scalp like this, and then I take a little bit of that styling cream and bring it over and kind of rub it into my locks. She's right also about the oud body oil.
Oh,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh. It's not only great for your body. Now I'm like a super, super dry person. I'm so dry that whenever I put something on my skin, I feel like I can literally hear it going. I mean, really. I don't get any I don't have to reapply with oud body oil. When I put it on my hair, I put it in my palm. I might squirt a little bit on my scalp. I rub that in. I'm rubbing it down my locks so that I get it in there. And like I said, you're just doing like this all day,
Yep, yep.
smelling and you know enjoying that. So yeah, it works well on locks, and I know that some of the issue with locks is buildup. I have not noticed any kind of buildup. In fact, the shampoo really helps. If you have locks, you know a thing about detoxing your locks, where you kind of put a solution together to kind of get all the gunk out, the dust and the whatever that settles into your locks. And that's a process that a lot of us do probably once a quarter or something like that. What I love about our shampoo is that the suds, the cleansing of it, and oh my gosh, the stimulation that you get
And the
is
smell, the fragrance.
fantastic. So I know that all of the oils that are in there are oils that I would previously have put in my detox solution for my locks. The lemon oil, the baobab, what else? Rosemary,
Flaxseed,
the peppermint, all of those things go in my
cinnamon.
detox solution anyway. And so having that in our shampoo is just fantastic.
And Kath, I just want to add also, because a lot of people are wearing weaves now because of the pandemic. They wasn't able to come to the salons like they was accustomed to going. They may not have been shampooing their hair as often as they needed to. But what they need to do is get our hemp powered hair and make a treatment out of it. And I noticed that all the people that we use the treatment on, you're going to lose hair every day. That's just a given. But I noticed the ones that we use the treatment on, they lost less. It's gonna detach itself, but because of the stationary braiding down of the hair to put the weave, the added hair on, that it didn't get out. So I noticed those people that we use the treatment on. And how do you use the treatment? After we shampoo and condition the hair, we let them dry 50% under the dryer. And then we take and spray the 12 drops of hemp powered hair oil into, say, an ounce, a half an ounce to an ounce of water. Shake it up good and spray it directly on the braids. And then place them back under the dryer and dry completely, because you don't want to have any molding and all of that going on if it's not dry completely. So you dry completely. When the braids come down, when the weave come off and the braids come down, I've noticed that those people who use the treatment had less shedding because clove is in there. And the clove helps support the fact that you don't shed as much, but you're going to shed. That's a given. But the hemp powered hair, that's why I really, really love hemp powered hair, because that is one of the babies of all those ingredients that helped me along. I now have all my hair back, you guys. Now, and I was patient with it. See, a lot of us are not patient with the product. We want microwavable results. That's not going to happen. Okay. So you're going to have to stick with it, commit to it, and don't stop. I tell all my clients, give it at least 6 months, 8 months for me. So I always go 6 to 8 months. And when you get to that point, if you still don't have no results, there's a good chance your follicle is gone. But if they say, how can I tell if I still have follicle? You have fuzz on the scalp, you have little holes still there. But if you're slick, Kojak slick, then you probably finished. Okay, then you go to other alternatives. But that's why I say get the product before it happens. That's important. You're looking and say, I don't need it. Girl, I got healthy hair. I can say that now, but I still use it because I want to continue to have healthy hair and I want to continue to have less fallout. So it's important, you guys. I mean, I'm excited about it, not just because I'm with Wakana, it's because it works.
And there's another beautiful woman here that has used the products, and she has a different type of hair. She doesn't have locks, but you can see how beautiful it looks on Phyllis Nash's hair. So you've got
Yeah.
three of us with different textures, different styles, and we all use the Saving Our Strands system. And you can see that it absolutely does a great job. Um, Doris says now, great information. I will order the system and can't wait to get my store and get busy. Awesome. That is
And you know what
fantastic.
people, Kathy, people will say that Phyllis has good hair. You know, that's what we're locked up in that world. She has good condition hair. You have good condition hair. I have good condition hair. It may not look like Phyllis, although I probably would trade mine for her. But she has beautiful hair, always have, ever since I met her. But she has good condition now, you know,
Yeah.
because I know she have complained
And
about it, right,
beautiful
Phyllis?
bounce and everything. The color is rich. And what I
Yeah,
also notice is that um a lot of times we color our locks. You know, I put like I usually put a brown rinse in mine. My hair is naturally brown. I just try to pump up the color of it a little bit more. But what I notice about the Savings Our Strands system is that it's not washing my color out.
great.
It's
That's
not
good.
doing that. And so sometimes you'll have shampoos and conditioners that have chemicals in them that
Yeah.
are harsh enough to strip your hair, dry it out, and pull your color out, fade it faster, those kind of things. And I'm not noticing any of that with the Saving Our Strand system.
That's great.
Before I let you go, Doris, I want you to do something that I always love, and I think it really helps people to figure out. You know what I'm talking about?
Uh-huh. Well,
Right.
what before you do that, Kathy, when I did a color the other week on a client, I put some hemp powered, not hemp powered hair, I put some hemp pranium in the color. You know,
Wow.
because I like to just see what happens. And it was amazing. The
Did it
color
make it
came out
richer?
so pretty. She loved it. Now, I didn't totally share it because, you know, sometimes if you tell people what you're doing, they may not approve. But I wanted to see how vibrant that color would be with hemp, with hemp pranium in it. And it was awesome. So you
Wow.
guys don't sleep on the product because it's awesome. But Kathy always like for me to share with you guys where your hairline should really begin. And a lot of people really don't know. And I do a lot of, I make a lot of wigs, and I make wigs for people that are not in the city with me. So I need to know where their hairline should be. And you can't do this for a client. They have to do this for themselves. So you take your hand, put your little finger right at the top of your eyebrow. Okay, that's good, Kathy. Then come on down, fold your fingers together, and where this pointing finger land is where your hairline should begin. You see where my pointing finger land? Where my hairline should begin. See where Kathy? See Phyllis up there doing it too? Okay, we have great hairlines. Okay, so if you want these hairlines to remain and not keep moving back, you got to change your style sometime. You got to release the tension. And most of all, you got to get in that hemp powered hair to make sure that those hairlines stay strong. And that's what it's all about. You want to do this and make sure it's not moving back. And if you start to move back because of hairstyles that you're doing, you need to be in tune to that, you know, so that's important. You should do it and have your clients to do it. And if you make wigs, you need to know where to put the hairline. So that's how we do it. It's very important.
Well, Mom Mitchell says that it's so true about the color. She said her color has lasted for months and she's been using the system since December.
Great.
I
Awesome.
agree. I have not um put any color in my hair since Thanksgiving, and
That's
it's
awesome.
the same deal. Yep. Awesome. Well, listen, I think my thank goodness since somebody oh my goodness. My hairline is at my eyebrow. Okay. Awesome. Well, I believe that that would be all the questions and comments we have. So
Okay,
again,
guys. Next week, we're going to have some exciting times.
I can't
Next
wait.
week.
I can't wait. So, we appreciate you so much, Doris, for
I
all of your
appreciate
assistance and
Wakana.
your knowledge. And just like every week, you give us something to walk away with in saving our strand. So we just appreciate you so much. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on this edition of the Virtual Hair Zoom. We appreciate you guys. And listen, if you want some more information about all of our products, about our company, really about our culture, why don't you join us tonight? Tonight we have our corporate Zoom. This is going to be our corporate party. You'll get a chance to hang out with us and see more about our products, see more about our opportunity and the people that spearheaded this company, our founders. You'll also get a chance to see an infusion. You see, I mentioned to you about those edibles. Well, there's going to be a segment tonight. Well, we'll be infusing and highlight that. And so if you want to join us, that's going to be at 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern, and you'll simply be able to go to Zoom in with Wakana.com. That's Zoom in with, if I can spell it correctly, with Wakana.com. Try not to be too fast. Zoom in with Wakana.com. Yes. So that is in the chat. That's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Very good.
All righty, guys. You guys have a wonderful rest of your Monday. Doris, good to see you.
Good to be here, girl.
Thank
I'm
you,
glad to
Phyllis. Thank
be
you,
back.
Melissa. Thank you, everyone. Have a great rest of the day.